Welcome to Sip Surrender Sparkle. Today, we're embarking on a journey through the transformative wisdom of a remarkable book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Published back in 1997, this book has been a beacon of enlightenment for many. It presents us with four simple yet profound agreements that serve as a practical guide to achieving personal freedom and happiness. This isn't about grand gestures or radical changes. Instead, it's about subtle shifts in our perception and behavior that have the power to create a ripple effect in our lives. It's about understanding the power of our words, not taking things personally, avoiding assumptions, and always doing our best. So sit back, grab your favorite beverage, and prepare to surrender to the wisdom that's about to unfold. Let's step into the world of the Four Agreements and sparkle with insights from this remarkable book. The first agreement emphasizes the power of our words. Words, my friends, are not merely sounds or letters strung together. They hold immense power, the power to build, to destroy, to heal, and to harm. So what does be impeccable with your word mean? It's about speaking with integrity, about saying only what you mean, about avoiding using words to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Think about the times when words have impacted you. A compliment that made your day, a criticism that lingered in your mind, or a promise someone failed to keep. Our words affect both us and the people around us. That's why it's so crucial to be impeccable with our words. Now let's delve deeper into this concept. Being impeccable with your word is not about being perfect or never making a mistake. It's about striving to use our words in a way that aligns with truth and love. It's about using our words to uplift others, to express our true feelings and thoughts honestly and kindly, to commit to promises we can keep, and to apologize when we falter. It's also about the words we say to ourselves. You see, the conversations we have with ourselves shape our self-perception and our actions. When we speak to ourselves with kindness and encouragement, we nurture our self-esteem and empower ourselves to reach our potential. Speaking with integrity helps us create a world of truth around us. It fosters clear, honest communication and builds trust in our relationships. When others know that our words align with our actions, they trust us. And trust, as we know, is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. Being impeccable with our words is a journey, a practice we can cultivate daily. It requires mindfulness, courage, and a love for truth. It's not always easy, but the rewards are profound. When we speak with integrity, we create a world of truth and build trust in our relationships. So, let's strive to be impeccable with our words, for in doing so, we create a ripple of positivity, truth, and trust that can touch the lives of many. The second agreement advises us not to take things personally. Now, this might sound easier said than done, right? After all, we are human beings loaded with emotions, and it's natural to feel affected by the words and actions of others. But let's delve a bit deeper into what this agreement truly means. When we take things personally, we often create unnecessary stress and anguish for ourselves. We become entangled in a web of assumptions, misconceptions, and false narratives spun by our minds. But here's the reality. What people say or do is often a reflection of their own beliefs, emotions, and experiences, and not a judgment of your worth or character. Imagine someone lashes out at you in a moment of frustration. It's easy to take this personally and feel hurt or offended. But in truth, their outburst is likely a projection of their own internal turmoil or dissatisfaction, and has little to do with you. Their words, their actions are born from their own unique experiences, fears, and insecurities. So how can we practice this agreement in our daily lives? It begins with understanding and acceptance. Understand that people's actions and words are more about them than about you. Accept that you cannot control the behavior of others, but you can control how you respond to them. When we stop taking things personally, we create a protective shield around our inner peace. We free ourselves from the shackles of other people's opinions and judgments. We become resilient, composed, and grounded in our self-worth. But remember, this agreement isn't about indifference or detachment. It's about maintaining your inner balance and peace amidst the turbulence of the external world. It's about responding with empathy and understanding, even when faced with negativity. By not taking things personally, we free ourselves from needless suffering and maintain inner peace. So the next time you find yourself on the receiving end of someone's harsh words or actions, take a moment, breathe, remember this agreement. Remember that their words and actions are a reflection of their own inner world, not yours. And in this understanding, find your freedom and peace. The third agreement encourages us to avoid making assumptions. You see, assumptions can be tricky. They're like invisible pitfalls, easy to tumble into without even realizing it. We often assume things about others based on our own experiences and perspectives. But here's the thing. Everyone has their own unique journey, their own story. And when we assume, we risk misunderstanding them. Think about it like this. Have you ever played the game of telephone? It starts with one person whispering a sentence into someone's ear. That person then whispers what they heard to the next person, and so on. By the time it reaches the last player, the sentence is usually completely different from the original. That's because each player fills in the gaps with their own assumptions. And that's precisely what we do in our daily interactions. When we make assumptions, we're not truly listening or understanding. Instead, we're projecting our own thoughts and beliefs onto others. We're filling in the gaps with our own narrative. And the result, misunderstandings, miscommunications, hurt feelings, broken relationships. But there's good news. We can avoid these pitfalls. How? By communicating openly and honestly, by asking for clarification when we're unsure, by listening to understand, not just to respond, by giving others the space to share their own experiences and perspectives. Assumptions close doors, but communication opens them. The benefits of open communication are immense. It fosters understanding, builds trust, and strengthens relationships. When we replace assumptions with questions, we open up a world of possibilities. We learn about others, and in turn, learn about ourselves. We grow as individuals and as a collective. It's a win-win situation. So the next time you catch yourself making an assumption, pause. Ask questions. Listen. Understand. Because in the end, assumptions are just unverified truths that we create in our minds. And the truth? Well, it's always better when it comes from the source. Instead, communicate openly and ask for clarification to build stronger, healthier relationships. The fourth agreement is about always doing your best. Now, what does that mean? It's about showing up every day with a commitment to give your all. It's not about striving for perfection, nor about comparing yourself to others. It's about being the best version of you in each moment, no matter what. When we talk about doing your best, it's crucial to remember that your best can fluctuate. Some days, you'll be bursting with energy and creativity, and on others, you might feel a little less vibrant. That's okay. Your best doesn't mean pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion. It means honoring where you are at any given moment and giving what you can with all your heart. And why is this important? Well, when you commit to doing your best, you're choosing to be proactive, not reactive. You're choosing to step up, to take responsibility for your actions, and to be fully present in your life. This act of self-determination can be incredibly empowering. Moreover, doing your best serves as an antidote to self-judgment. When you give your all, there's no room for regret or self-doubt. You can look back and say, I did my best, and that's enough. It allows you to let go of the crippling fear of not being good enough and opens the door to self-acceptance. Similarly, it helps to avoid self-abuse. When we fall short of our own expectations, it's easy to fall into a pattern of negative self-talk. But when you know you've done your best, there's no reason for self-criticism. Instead, you can celebrate your efforts and use any shortcomings as a stepping stone for growth. Finally, doing your best is a key to personal growth and self-love. When you give your best, you're expressing love for yourself and for the world around you. You're saying, I am worthy, I am capable, I am enough. This feeling of self-worth and self-love propels you to continue striving, continue growing, and continue shining your unique light. So remember, it's not about perfection. It's about bringing your whole self, your best self, to each moment. It's a key to personal growth and self-love. In summary, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz offers a transformative path to personal freedom and happiness. By embracing these 4 agreements, we set the stage for a life of profound joy, love, and inner peace. Being impeccable with our word allows us to build a world of truth and trust. Not taking things personally fosters our emotional resilience, freeing us from unnecessary pain. Steering clear of assumptions helps to dispel misunderstandings, paving the way for healthier relationships. And always doing our best encourages self-love and personal growth, leading us away from regret and self-judgment. These agreements, while simple, have the potential to profoundly change how we navigate life. By integrating them into our daily lives, we can create a world filled with understanding, love, and personal freedom. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the 4 agreements. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more inspirational content. And remember, as you sip on life's wisdom, surrender to the process and let your inner sparkle shine.